All right. Hey, man. Shout out Scoop and Score. Y'all know what it is. We are back with another episode where the biggest stories meet the biggest moments. You know, it's your boy Lil Joey here. Y'all know we got some content to get up into, man. Y'all feel what I'm saying? But hey, we got some more interesting stories going on tonight, y'all. Like I said, it's y'all know it's gonna be a lot of scandals when there's a lot of money being involved, but the not only are the people that's involved in these scandals is stupid higher stature, it's like it's starting to even affect the lower people. So we gonna get into the Cardinals GM because y'all know yesterday I literally just spoke on who was it? Who was it I just spoke on? The what did I speak on yesterday? What was it? Something else with involving money. A scam. Hold on, chat. Because I'm forgetting. But I spoke on it yesterday. Let me see what it was. It's been so many scandals going on, bro. It's crazy. Who was it about? Who it is about, chat? It's about Kawhi. Damn, I couldn't think of that. Because you don't hear about Kawhi. That's why I couldn't think of it. You don't hear about Kawhi. Goddamn. But no. Kawhi Leonard was just with a scandal with damn near the Clippers owner, and now we have another incident with where the Cardinals GM is under fire for multiple situations. So we are going to start on that because I do want to talk about that. Y'all know I got to talk about the best football team in the league right here. You know what I'm saying? I got to talk about the best football team in the league. You dig what I'm saying? I've been hard on my dogs, but that's because, bro, I know what they really can get into. You feel me? They can really, really, really get into it. You dig what I'm saying? I also want to talk about the Lakers, bro. They just got bought again. It seems like they just recently got bought. So the fact that they just got bought again, I want to touch on that. And then yeah, that's pretty much it, team. We ain't got too much more to talk. Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. I'm disrespectful. I'm disrespectful. We gotta talk about my GOAT. We gotta talk about Russell Westbrook. We gotta talk about the triple double king. Come on, chat. Y'all know what it is, bro. Y'all know what it is. But we're gonna go ahead and get up into this Cardinal situation because this is crazy. Like, bro basically hit with two different crimes at once. So for y'all that don't know, this guy right here, it's Steve Keim. That is the Cardinals general manager, right? Now, dude has some history behind football. He's not one of them general managers you can say was given his position at all. Not one of those people that you can say was what's the word I'm looking for? He ain't got no family really that's been within the game that I wasn't able to find any when I looked it up. So he wasn't handed anything. But so bro played a couple years of college football. He just been in the mix. He's been coaching for a long time. He's been in the mix. However, there has now been accusations, damn near two different accusations, but one is leading into the other, which makes sense. And this is getting sticky because it might have affected one of our GOAT receivers at a bad time in his career. And that's DeAndre Hopkins. But basically Steve Keim, my bad, is under accusations for basically fraud. Same thing, not the same thing as the Clippers, but basically it was another fraud scheme going on where he was in connection with the company. I forget what the name of the company was. What was the name of the company he was in? What you call it with? Let's look it up. What was the name of the company? Motion Ventures is what it was. It was Motion Ventures, and he was in basically funding Motion Ventures. Like he had funded basically $1 million into them. And basically what this was it was like a retail store, like but basically an online model retail store. Basically where you would go order where you sell products, but you never kept the physical product yourself in like an inventory. And you also don't handle the inventory yourself. So that's like two things right there that's completely bad about this situation. Like you running a business, you're not the main one running the business. um your physical and what is it without keeping a physical inventory or a shipping inventory. So that's already kind of sketchy to me. Even the people that would have went to get into that, I probably wouldn't get into nothing like that because I don't trust situations like that. I'm not gonna lie, I don't. However, that situation caused out to be a fraud schemes because a lot of players that we know about actually that what they donated into basically that company. Like they basically was like, what was I saying? Funding it. Like they was helping fund the company. Like they were giving donations into the company. And there was multiple players that was getting into, but they never got any money back. They never got any money back, like from the company or nothing, which is crazy. And it was our like some players that were having good years. Who was they again? What was the players? I want to say it was like Matt Breida, if y'all remember that, the 49ers running back. Was the motherfuckers like that? Who else was it? Tay Crowder. Fucking what's the D tackle next? Jalen Carter. And the thing is about that with Jalen Carter, I feel like Jalen Carter always in some shit. Like Jalen Carter is always I don't even know, bro. It's just nothing good that comes from Jalen Carter. I don't even know where they NFL players affected by Steve Keim's scheme. Let me see. I don't know. I got a couple right here, I think. Tay Crowder, Jalen Carter, Terrell Edmonds. We all know big Terrell Edmonds, Patriots GOAT. You feel me? And Matt Breida. You get what I'm saying? But like Matt Breida, for example, was taken for like $250,000. You know what I'm saying? So this wasn't light money, and that's Matt Breida. Like, come on, bro. He was the highest one hit for like $1 million, and that it was situations going on like that. However, he has had a history of. He ain't had the history of getting in trouble, but he's gotten in trouble before with the law based on with the DUI basically. But that's something, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say it's too big. Like, yes, it's a very serious crime. Think about what I'm saying. Like, it's a serious crime, yes, but a lot of people get those. Like, that's probably more often a charge that more people get than not. You know what I'm saying? If they get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? With the law. However, he's a GM. So if we gonna hold our football players to here, we gotta hold bro up to here. You get what I'm saying? And y'all can't even see it, goddamn. Y'all gotta hold him up to here. You feel what I'm saying? Because based on the simple fact of how can he call the shots on someone if he himself is not holding himself to that stature? No one's gonna listen to you. No one's gonna listen to you. It comes with the situation of goddamn earning your respect, basically, because as a GM, you not playing. So for players, you can earn your respect from playing, regardless if you an asshole off the field or not. You gonna earn your respect from people for playing. GMs gotta own their respect based off of how they move. So if they seeing you move like that, you ain't getting no respect, meaning they probably not getting the best out of you, because that's gonna cause some type of confrontation. Which leads me to my next point. It leads me to the DeAndre Hopkins situations with Steve Keim, because they are very, very close. They are very, very close. And what people don't understand is what DeAndre Hopkins and Steve Keim is basically the reason that DeAndre Hopkins got traded to the Cardinals, and not in a bad way. You get what I'm saying? He was traded to the Cardinals because of Steve Keim. Steve Keim helped initiate that trade, I believe, in 2019, maybe it was. It was 2019, I think, going into the 2020 season. He helped to basically fund that trade. So I'm saying, if he helped to fund that, right? And this is coming back. What DeAndre Hopkins is saying, basically, he had that Steve Keim, the GM of the Cardinals, basically messed with one of his drug samples, which is highly illegal. You get what I'm saying? Highly illegal if he did. But this is what makes it so crazy, chap, is that he the one that brought DeAndre Hopkins to that pick, right? He played under him for a while, and they went into business together, right? This is what makes it seem so sketchy. They go into business together. Well, they go into funding the same company. So I'm pretty sure if they're funding the same company, they kind of mixed in with the money. There's no way they about to be giving money to somebody when they don't know what's happening to the money. And if they are, I ain't touched that much money as DeAndre Hopkins, nor have I even come close to touching that much money as Steve Keim. So I would highly doubt that someone puts their money into something that they don't know where it's going. If you do that, to me, you a dumbass. Unless Somebody can educate me on why you would do it. Anyway, let's keep moving forward. So basically, DeAndre Hopkins ends up failing a drug test, I believe, in 2022, 2020 maybe? When did DeAndre Hopkins fail that drug test? When did D-Hop fail drug test? It was announced on the 2nd, but he tested for Ostarine. He's tested positive for Ostarine, but they didn't let no one know until May. Now, this is my thing. When DeAndre Hopkins tested fucking positive for the Ostarine, right? I truthfully, don't remember. I remember him getting in trouble, but I forget that it was for Ostarine, one. So this, I'm happy that this is being brought back up because DeAndre Hopkins is one of the goats to me, bro. You go a whole season without dropping a football, I don't give a damn what you say, bro. You one of them. Maybe he might be a tier right below. It might be S tier and then DeAndre Hopkins, but just know he's up there with the upper echelon of these goddamn receivers. So you go and you fail the drug test. That's cool. Well, that's not cool, dumbass, but you fail it. Okay, so we push you on. Now, this is my thing. If you fail that drug test and it's announced on November 2022, right? You own the Cardinals. You've done, you would have to say you done business with this man because this man is the fucking general manager. So you can't say you haven't done business with this man. You go in there, you fail the drug test, you come back out, you think he did something with the drug test, but you don't say anything. That's strike one for me for DeAndre Hopkins. This is strike two because this is why this seems so weird to me. And I hate to have to be on his team because y'all know I normally rock with the players. Y'all know I normally rock with the players. That's normally my way. But you also lose $13 million damn dollars, which he is saying right here. For y'all that can't read this, he say, I got set up when I played for his team and lost $13 million. Scheme Slime was my GM. Contaminated drug test. Go figure how that happened. Now, y'all, this is all alleged because none of this has been proven yet. None of this has been proven yet. But there's a reason DeAndre Hopkins didn't say his name, because if he say his name, his ass is going to get sued, one. Because that's false accusations, which is why I hit y'all with the allegedly. You feel what I'm saying? But, so you get in trouble, one. That's your first time to tell it. If you got caught on damn, it was positive in November. Wait. Yeah, from November, and he told us, no, that don't make sense. Oh, it made hell on August, but it happened in May. Okay, bad. So he was tested in May 2026, or they announced it. In November, he got tested. And then May, they announced it, I believe. So you go all that time, don't say nothing. It's of Ostarine. So what? I don't know what an Ostarine he could have ate, drank, done anything. What is Ostarine even in? We need to check that out, chat. What does Ostarine... What foods hold Ostarine? What foods hold Ostarine? Soy products, tofu, edamame. See, no, that's not Ostarine, though. You see what I'm saying? That's not Ostarine, though, that they hold it. Dog, what foods holds that shit? I'm curious. Because we do hear a lot of athletes always come back when they get in trouble, and they say, well, I didn't know. It was something that I ate. I don't know what I ate. Like, it was something. So my name, you put that plate in front of you and you have no clue what came on that plate. One, you either got a chef. Most athletes got a chef. I'll be damned if they don't. I'll be damned if most athletes is cooking for themselves and cleaning for themselves. So I'm pretty sure the first two things these athletes get is a maid and a chef. So, okay. If your chef not cooking for you, now you got your damn, you going to a restaurant. So that means you're actively looking at this menu and you can actively tell what's going to be on your plate. And if you don't know, because I do this shit myself, and I'll be damned if people don't. I know people that look up the restaurant before they go to the restaurant. I feel like that's a common thing now. But me, nah, I ain't doing all that. I'm going in a restaurant, looking on my phone, and seeing what it is if I don't know what it is. I feel like looking at the menu is part of being at the restaurant. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those. You feel me? Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. But let's get back on track. So you said, you probably said something you ate, but you lost 13 millions, and then you lost, and that's probably tallying up his game checks and shit, because he was suspended 6 games for performance enhancement. Now, if dude is actually King Slime like he's saying, Steve Keim is allegedly King Slime like DeAndre Hopkins is saying, he was in business with somebody that ended up passing away once this fraud scheme had started happening, and he was the owner of that business. Now we gonna get there, chat. But DeAndre Hopkins had multiple chances, chat, to basically tell this dude. Tell people on this dude. So you wait 4 years after. There's no way you just got that information this year. I find it so hard to believe that he just got that information this year. Now, what I do want to say about DeAndre Hopkins, which makes this very weird also, is DeAndre Hopkins figured out that he got caught, right? And then what a lot of people don't remember is DeAndre Hopkins had put in the appeal, like most athletes do. You get what I'm saying? Now, this is what makes it even more weird from DeAndre Hopkins, that make me kind of skew. If we just gonna put the knowledge that I got together, the knowledge that the internet got, y'all can all get it. It's on the internet. It makes me skew a little bit more towards Steve Keim than to do DeAndre, because you waited 4 years to tell that he allegedly messed with your, like, basically contaminated your damn piss. Now, this will look so much more reasonable that he did contaminate your piss if all this extra wasn't on the back end of it. You wait 4 years after he contaminates your piss, okay. Maybe you didn't get the information till this year. Let's just say that. You lost 13 million. I'm going to at least make a noise about it. I'm going to at least make a noise. $13 million, bro? You know what people would do with $13 million, bro? Come on, chat. Come on. So you don't make a noise there. Then you have an appeal. He has an appeal and then damn near retracts the appeal. He cut the appeal. And his reasoning behind not following through with the appeal was he didn't feel like he was going to have enough time. What the fuck do you mean you're not going to have enough time? You ain't got nothing but time. You about to be suspended for 6 games. I don't get what DeAndre's angle for this was. And that's what I really would like to know. Because like I said, nobody got the whole damn story. But boy, if you put a little bit of this with a little bit of that, it looked like DeAndre on bullshit. Now, we not going to sit here and act like Steve Keim can't be slimy. We not going to act like Steve Keim can't be slimy. And the reason I say this is because y'all heard me just say he was in business with the dude who ended up passing away. And who that dude is what's his name? Mohammed, how you say that, John? Kolibali. Mohammed Kolibali. He was found dead, and that's who he partnered with for this business. And bro is 24 years old and was was found dead. No one knows nothing. But it's really crazy how when these accusations started to come out, this dude ended up dead. That's what makes it super sketchy. Now, Mohammed could have been the slime ball. R.I.P. him. I'm not saying he is a slime ball, but he could have been a slime ball to where he had business with Andrew on some slide, or he was doing some other side business that Andrew. That's because he looked like Andrew Whitlock. Ain't that his name? Andrew Whitlock. The what was it, the tackle for the Rams? He looked like bro. But Steve Keim, he could have been doing some business that Keim didn't know about. And it ended up firing back on Keim. And it could have went that way. It could have went the way that they're making it look. But like we say, with the evidence, he shows up dead right after this pops out, right after this information is given. And now we don't know where the investigation is. They could have been getting on to some leads or something. Bow. But he's out of there. So I'm saying the fact that he passed away makes Keim look weird. The fact that DeAndre Hopkins is actively stating he lost $13 million and he contaminated his piss is weird. The fact that other players lost out on so much money behind this, like I said, Jalen Carter, Nakobe Dean, Terrell Edmonds with a fake e-merch scam, which is probably him taking the money and not showing nothing back. Those dudes are millionaires, but they losing millions of dollars. Thousands of dollars at least. I know from Matt Breda. So it's just weird that he got both of these thrown at him at once. Now, we do know powerful people attack powerful people. Because that line stretched stupid long, boy. And if you don't fall in it, you're cooked. We all know this. We all know this. If you don't fall in line damn near in anything, you cooked. A lot of people are looked at as strong for rebelling, but a lot of people don't win that rebellion. That's what people don't tell you. A lot of people looked at it strong, but they don't win it. And that'd be the sad part about it. Because they just don't got enough people to stand with them, or they just ain't go about it the right way. But I tell you what, bro, dying at 24 years old wasn't the right way. I tell you that. Him being a GM, the fact that he's that level and he's doing stuff like this is already weird. He truthfully, there is a lot more scamming going on in the world, as we all know. Meaning, he could possibly, both of these fraud situations, and this is me on the optimistic side. I'm talking about the 20% side of what I actually think. This is the 20% side of what I actually think. But we got to leave that in there, or else I wouldn't be reasonable. You feel what I'm saying? Or we wouldn't be listening to both sides. All this fall in the line, both fraud scams fall in the line like this. Who did they piss off? Who did they piss off? I'm talking about the Clippers owner and the Cardinals GM. Because it's weird that they're both hit with two fraud schemes at the same time, damn near. Like, is that many people that's that high up on them fraud schemes? I wouldn't doubt it. I can see it 100%. Like I said, that line stretched long, and if you don't fall in it, you're next up. You're next up. And to even lead this to let's get back to the sports part of it. This is why the Cardinals is trash. This is literally why the Cardinals is trash. Because they got their fucking GM doing stupid shit like this instead of trying to make the team better. Why on earth are you even... Nigga, put that money into a player pocket. You better off getting in trouble within the league than you are doing some dumb shit like this. Because the league just gonna kick you out of that motherfucker. And if you and some players in some cahoots and them players don't say nothing, you good. So I don't understand. This is why the Cardinals is what we call poverty. It's what we call sad. It's what we call shitty boo-boo. Because there's no focus within that organization, fam. I'm telling y'all. I had a cousin that used to coach there. They don't. He said, bro, they don't care about football like we think they care about football over here. And I'm going to just leave it at that. Literally, words from the horse's mouth. The horse's mouth. Bro went back. He went somewhere where they care about football and got stupid. He called me, I call him. I'll call him. Ask him what's up over there. You know somebody feeling good when they get the whispering and shit. Man, bro, I coach woo. I can't complain about nothing. Feel me? Why your tone just get four notches lower and shit when you start talking to me about football though? You feel me? Like, that's how you know. So you know they got that love back for it. But I really think this is why the Cardinals is poverty, bro. But I really can't wait because I'm gonna be keeping up with this. So y'all gotta know. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna be talking about this or Friday I'm gonna be talking about this if some more information come out, and I'm gonna also be talking about the Clippers if some more information come out. Them gonna be two of the topics we covering for sure. Because I do want to keep up with both of these because as this says, I want to see how they're able to cover this up. I want to see if they can cover it up. I want to see who's actually going to get in trouble. Are they just going to put it on Muhammad because he passed away? RIP? Because we do know a lot of people do that shit. We know rappers be singing about they people doing that. We know, you know what I'm saying? We know street people that be doing that. So that's all I'm saying. Like, how are they going to play this? Because I feel like that can be a very easy route. Because they both... Steve and the Clippers GM, and I'm going to stop mentioning the Clippers GM, they both denying the allegations and basically saying that they were scammed. So allegedly, this is all just a big scam. But since it's so much money involved, I guess they would have to be looked into. But my thing is, if they have an investigation going on, I would think they know something. And that's just me talking. Like, I wouldn't know, but I would think they know something if they have an investigation going on. So this is going to be interesting to see. And I wonder what they're going to do with the DeAndre Hopkins, because just to get back to him, he's supposed to be coaching. Like, as y'all know, he was talking about retiring. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was done. And I think he actually did retire. And he's looking for a coaching job. Or he said he's not. Which one was it? Let me see. Let me see real quick, chat. Because I think DeAndre Hopkins spoke on retiring. Y'all see my boy Tesla right there? Y'all see my boy Tesla right there? Tesla. I think he I'm pretty sure he retired. Yup, he retired. And now he's about to try to go coach. Or he is going to coach, because that's what I was going to bring up. I think he retired and he's about to try to coach at Georgia Tech. I think he's going to try to coach at Georgia Tech. Let me see. He's coaching. Is he coaching a high school team? He might be coaching a high school team, y'all. Like, because there were talks that he is trying to coach. Because I do want to also show y'all the little interview, because Steve Keim also stated that there's a little interview that he took that is basically talking about these allegations. And low-key, when I watched it, y'all, it didn't have that many views on it. So I'm wondering if I was one of the first ones that got it. And look, he's at Georgia Tech as an assistant for receivers. And boy, is he going... Y'all know who went to Georgia Tech. That boy wore 8-1. Y'all know what it is. That boy wore 8-1. I ain't even got to say his name. Yeah, I'm going to say it anyway. Calvin Johnson. Putting niggas in body bags. What y'all talking about? But no, so shout out D-Hop, bro. The GOAT immediately finishes in the league. He ain't the GOAT, but he's one of the... Let me stop calling him one of the GOATs, because y'all going to get on my ass for that. He's one of the best receivers to play the game. And bro immediately got done with the league and went straight to coaching. So, you know, he still got a big love for it if they immediately jump in like that. Like, he truthfully ain't take no time. But I don't know if DeAndre Hopkins got a family, got a wife. You don't really hear about him too much in the media. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know if he got anything to do after football. So he might just jump back in there. And you know, a lot of people, all they know is football. So, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. If you can keep moving on with it, keep pushing on. Shit. Who hating? Who hating? And if they is, they probably ain't touching as much money as that player. But, chat, I want y'all to look at this Steve Keim YouTube, because I watched a little video here. Yep, it's right here. Bow. It's 13 hours ago, 311 views. And before I continue on Steve Keim, remember, y'all, he only got caught for a DUI. Now, it's not only because his shit was severe. He was like dumb level pulled like dumb level drunk. And y'all remember there was an Arizona Cardinal player that got in trouble. Basically, he had his foot on the brake and he was stopped at a red light. Y'all remember that? And I believe he got in trouble for his DUI in what, 2018? I think he was like the only one in the street, dog. I believe it was a Cardinals player. Extreme DUI. Yup. I don't know who. It was Michael Floyd. Nigga had his foot on the brake. Remained stationary at a traffic light. Y'all see this shit? Look. It was Michael Floyd. Through 2 cycles. So that means whoever watching the lights hit 12 like, hey, this car stopped just sitting there. What's going on? They them niggas, you know the cops, they be approaching the damn car scary than the mug. That nigga probably got 20 more minutes of good sleep before they approach the car. Goddamn. And then, no, but Michael Floyd, 2018. So you telling me, Michael Floyd got hit in 2016. So you telling me, and this is Arizona, y'all. Scottsdale is lit around this time. I'm in Scottsdale in 2016. No, I'm not. I'm lying. I was a freshman. But I'm in Scottsdale at 2018. I tell y'all that. I'm in Scottsdale around that time acting up. And he get pulled over. Major DUI 2018. He owned the Cardinals for as long as damn near. How long has he owned the Cardinals actually? Since 2013. Well, he's the GM for 2013. My bad. I was saying owner because the fucking Clippers owner. But yeah, let's get into this video real quick so we can go ahead and move on, y'all. Because I got some more topics I want to blow y'all out.
Mesa,
I know I've been talking about this for a little minute.
I
know I've been talking about this for a little minute, man. My bad. But I do want y'all to just hear his reasonings behind this. Let me see. I believe it's right here. So he basically asked him about the first situation about Mohamed Kolobi and what happened and how this came about.
Presented a drop shipping business to me and my son. We invested in his company. Then my ex-wife invested in his company. On paper, the rates of return were incredible for these stores. And the e-commerce business is very lucrative if you do it the right way.
Correct.
As we continue on throughout the fall, I got to know him better and trusted in him and ended up getting offered an opportunity to work with him. In turn, I ended up bringing anywhere from, 8 friends of mine in to buy stores and 2 of my family members, my ex-wife.
I just realized I was muted. With the Dropbox in his chat. Because I just realized I was muted and y'all didn't tell me shit. It's basically when you don't keep your own inventory and you don't handle your own shipping. So it's so much room for error there. If y'all remember, I said that at the beginning.
And my son. And after all that, Mohammed was paying people back and it was business as usual. Okay. But as we got into the spring, into March and April, people that I had involved with the company were coming to me that they weren't getting payments. I wasn't getting paid back because of my 7 stores that I bought. So things got extremely toxic. I got very, very animated with him and let him know that this is unacceptable. I flew to Philadelphia to meet with him to make sure that there are funds in his bank accounts to pay all these people that are not only involved with me, but he obviously had a number of other investors involved in this business. And long story short, we were scammed. He ended up either getting murdered or killing himself, unfortunately. And it's sad that the person loses his life, but the walls were closing in. And the problem is
He walked over that too well, and he didn't look at the camera, chat. That's what I noticed. You gotta, and then everybody ain't experts at reading body language, but you gotta be. You feel me? Like, bro, flew over that so fast, like it wasn't no, like you was in business with this nigga, like y'all didn't end on good terms, and he died. Like that, don't. You ain't got nothing to say about cuz, like
he used me to essentially legitimize his business, and then obviously kept secrets and facts from me along the way because obviously he knows that I wouldn't support him if I knew that there was an issue or something illegal going on.
And to be clear, you had a phone call today with the FBI about this.
Yes, correct.
And what did they tell you?
Well, they told me that basically that I wasn't a suspect or I wasn't obviously any.
No, y'all know they can't. He's not gonna tell exactly what they told him. This is why I skipped past this part, because he's not gonna tell exactly what they told him. Y'all are more than welcome to go watch this video, because this is a very good video that it's of him responding at least. So it's something to keep track of. You know what I'm saying? But hold on, because I forget where the other part of this video was. Chat. Give me a second. But let me see. It's at 8:38, and this is where he talks about DeAndre Hopkins. So he's about to get over to the DeAndre Hopkins, because the dude on the left asked him. He says, "Do you He's basically asking him about DeAndre Hopkins and what happens. You get what I'm saying? Like what happened with that, and about him allegedly contaminating DeAndre Hopkins' urine in the sample in the drug test. So this is him talking about DeAndre, and we gonna move on.
Yes.
What more can you tell us about that?
All NFL drug tests are administered by the National Football League. And the only thing teams and players get are the results. It's impossible for a general manager or anybody within an organization to contaminate or affect a drug test.
Now, me playing college ball, I have no clue how they do drug tests in the NFL. You get what I'm saying? But me playing Division I college football, when the NCAA comes to test you, you damn near have no privacy. And when I'm telling y'all no privacy, they're damn near looking at your shit. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're looking at your shit. Major pause. Major AOs. Major whatever you want it to be. But they are looking at your shit. And it's not a woman.
Hey, Mesa.
It's literally not a woman. Shit's crazy, yo. That shit's crazy. And what I'm telling y'all is this. Oh shit. What I'm telling y'all is that's though basically, just to sum it up, because I had a commercial, my bad. That makes a lot of sense. What he's saying does make a lot of sense, and that's just from me being in a national football, not in a national football league, but in a collegiate football league. But what I will say, if the team tests you, there was so much more leniency, because it was normally your trainers testing you, and you're around them so much they don't want to see you fail. But they will be. Now, that's not to say that they weren't being honest. You get what I'm saying? But the odds of you getting away with something from your trainer is tremendously higher than the actual organization or company coming to test you. They don't treat these like jobs, like job drug tests at all. There's not even close.
Or affect a drug test. This is baseless. It's irresponsible. And trust me, my lawyers will be in touch.
Have you Could you think of any reason why DeAndre Hopkins would say that about you?
I think that sometimes people are not informed about things they see on the internet and disgruntled about the way business ends. And they make assumptions and they say things out of frustration. And I always thought I had a good relationship with DeAndre Hopkins, but at the same time, I can't answer for him.
Yeah.
But I can promise you that that accusation is highly inaccurate.
So when Kachuk...
See, so that accusation, as I stated, does seem like it's a little bit more inaccurate, I'll be honest. However, DeAndre Hopkins probably lost money in that business or something. They could have gave each other money off the, like, we don't know. And he just said he had a pretty good relationship with DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins never said where that 13 million came from. He just said he lost out on 13 million. We don't know what that accumulated from. We don't know if it was game checks. I said it was game checks, but it ain't no way. It's probably some more in those, you know what I'm saying, than just game checks of that 13 million that he's stating he lost. However, that GM got to get it together, because the Cardinals organization is poverty. And this is all, again, these are all accusations. These are all allegedly. But what's not alleged is he is under investigation for a fraud scheme. We don't know why he did that, and we really don't know why DeAndre Hopkins said this. But like I said, I will be keeping up track on this story due to the fact that this is interesting, and these GMs are starting to get out of pocket, or these players are starting to get out of pocket. We will see. Now, stop playing with me. Y'all see the jersey I got, the sweatshirt I got on, so I gotta do it. And if we talking bad, then somebody gotta do it. We gonna put him up here. We gonna put him up here. My Lions. I should be the GM of them. This team right here. I should be the GM. Oh, I didn't mean to. Damn, chat. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to, whatchamacallit it. This is what I meant to do. Come on. I don't really care about Terrion Arnold. You feel me? Damn. I understand we the kings of this shit. You feel me? Hold on, chat. Here he is. Damn. I want to talk about these boys. You feel me? And that's why. Y'all see this? Because I did talk about the injuries on the defense yesterday. But like I said, I don't think I've been giving my boys enough credit. You feel what I'm saying? I don't feel like I've been giving my boys enough credit. And I'm going to take responsibility for that. I apologize. I'm going to be better. I'm going to be better as a dedicated fan. No, but let's get down to this nitty gritty, dog. I got to be better as a dedicated fan. Y'all got to give me more. No diddy. But come on, bro. Like I said, look at this. That motherfucker in the middle is my problem. That damn offensive coordinator. Because there's no reason with this you shouldn't be able to win. And he had Demo last year. But let's get down to it. We go over the defense, and the defense is crazy injured, right? We have two of our vets on the defense that, because I'm not going to touch on the defense too much longer, but we have two of our vets on the defense. One in Joseph Kirby, who's not actively participating, who they're basically stating they think is going to miss week 1. Okay. I still got faith. Let's get it. Then we got Brian Brecht coming off an Achilles injury. And I had this conversation with the homie. I said, bro, the DB's ankles probably takes the most strain of any position. They twisting, turning, jumping, swatting, landing on their shit could more than any position I can think of. And the fact that Brian Brecht tore his Achilles got me very nervous. Now, he does play safety, but he's a hitter. Drive through the tackle. Breaks to come down. He's going to be moving a little bit slower. I find it hard to believe that someone that tore their Achilles wouldn't be moving a little bit slower from someone that's currently sitting off the Achilles tear. You feel what I'm saying? Now, when we get to this offense, right? This is what we need. And we got Panay in there, right? We need to make sure the offensive line is strong because there's no way we just gave Jahmyr Gibbs this much money and we got our offensive line not being as strong. Now, all great running backs will make a way with a mediocre line. So even if our line is mediocre, that's fine. But like I said 2 days ago, that used to be our strongest point. Now it's potentially our weakest point on our team. And if you don't have a line, you don't have shit. Now our defensive line is looking super good. But this is what gets me nervous about our defense. Is that we got one people hurt. And we got, who is it? McNeil that was just hurt? I think we got McNeil that was hurt, who coming back. So we don't know how he's gonna be. We got so many people coming back off of injury. Thank goodness Aiden Hutchinson came back a little bit in the year last year. Or he probably played the whole last year. He came back in a little year before. So he got his warm back. Our offense, I'm never really worried about, but I don't know if his play calling will fit it. He got a whole nother year with him. So hopefully his play calling fits what we need to do to win. Because Jamison Williams going from a damn 1,000-yard receiver to basically a damn 700-yard receiver, not even, is fucking ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't care what you say. And I had this argument all the time. He can potentially be one of the best receivers in the league because speed kills. No matter how you look at it, speed kills. And he can get behind defenses. Easy at that. Easy. The way he handled not getting the ball last year shows that he can be mature. So I don't want to hear no maturity bullshit. A lot of people say J-Mo got a lot to prove this year. A lot of people say J-Mo got a lot to prove this year. I tell y'all what. He ain't got shit to prove. Y'all just got to get the ball to him. Find a way to throw that man the ball and he gonna prove it. He gonna play. It's gonna be Waymo the way we know. We don't call him Waymo for no reason. The fuck? But the offensive coordinator, I think, has a big job on his hands because there's no reason at the end of the year Dan Campbell should have been calling plays. And that's how I feel. Now, another thing that has me nervous, but I think that we will get shit done. Truthfully, I was nervous about the Jahmyr Gibbs negotiations, but the reason I didn't say anything was because I low-key knew that they were probably just waiting to pay out Bijan because we knew Jahmyr Gibbs deserved the most money out of running backs. I don't know why they keep rating Bijan higher than him. And like I said when I did my ratings, I'm not mad at it. Now, I would be an idiot if I think Bijan's not one of the best in the league. But above Jahmyr Gibbs, someone who just gave you 21 tuds, over 1,600 receiving yards. Come on, bro. You can't stop that. You can't stop that. And and I don't think people are paying attention to what's really going on. And that's why I'm saying, like, Jahmyr Gibbs is eating regardless. Walking first down, for real, for real. For real, for real. Now, I am nervous for him because he's going to take a lot more of the workload. But everybody, when they get a good running back, think that they're supposed to fucking kill him. And you're not. Jahmyr Gibbs is explosive enough to where you don't got to kill him like that. And I don't think you're going to be able to because we still got to get that offensive line a little bit better. But like I said, I'm not too nervous but I am early in the season because if we don't get on the roll early, we could hit a wall midway to where we fighting back game by game. And you never want to be fighting back game by game before the playoffs. Now, we do got some contract concerns that we can talk about too. And I'm talking about starters. Like, we understand we got our role players who's very important. You know what I'm saying? For example, my boy Jack, the Campbell linebacker boy. We never knew what he was going to be. Boy came out and was balling for 2 consecutive years. D. Barnes. Do I even need to tell y'all who that is? If you don't know who that is, go figure it out. So we got, like I said, y'all, we got some defense, but our defense interior is not the issue. It's the secondary. And that's because they hurt. We got Rock Ya-Sin over there, but we don't have another set DV because we let it go Terrion Arnold. But like I said, let's get back to the contracts. So we got Who did I say? Sam Laporta. I think his contract he's on a contract extension year. That's very nerve-wracking for me because Sam Laporta's a dog. Now he did get hurt, and we are very good at grabbing tight ends. So I'm not that nervous. You get what I'm saying? Because we are good at grabbing tight ends. But you don't just... Sam Laporta's proven, and I always tell people this. Yes, it can be a college athlete coming out. We ain't got no tape on him, so his first year gonna probably look a little decent, gonna be a little bit easier. Yes. But when you have a proven player that can still show up, hence why I said Antonio Brown is probably top 3 receivers ever, top 5 receivers ever. Not even, probably top 3 receivers ever, truthfully. Probably top 3 receivers. If we're not talking about being liked, I mean, AB might have it, bro. But we ain't even gonna go there. Oh, I mean, we got Sam Laporta. He's proven. Defenses will plan for him. Although we have multiple weapons, they will plan for him, and he will still get off. He is someone you have to pay attention to. It's not I can take my eye off him for a minute. No, you cannot. Right? So he has an extension year coming up. We also have Joseph Kirby. Is it Joseph Kirby? Yes. No, it's Brian Branch, who has a rookie deal who runs through the end of this year. So he's on a contract year. And we can't afford to lose them. If we lose them, that's tough. More so Brian Branch than Sam Laporta. But the thing is, Brian Branch is also kind of on a prove-it year because he just came back from an Achilles injury. So that's what sucked for my dog Branch, is that he came back and he's kind of on like a, let's see what he plays and gauge him and see how much money we can give him. And also, he's a safety. Now, he's a damn good one, but he's a safety. They're kind of replaceable. Then you got Joseph Kerr. We got a little bit, but he's after 20. That we got to extend him before 2027. So we got to extend him before that. So we got 2 of our best defensive players in our tight end. They're up for the contract. It's nerve-wracking. And this is going to lead me to my next point with the Lions, which is saying, the year that the Lions need to have, we need to damn near prove it, bro. Like, this is damn near, this year is bigger for the Lions than we really think. Because we had our great year and we had our bad year. And now, talking from a Lions standpoint, a Lion fan standpoint, if the Lions do bad this year, the Lions fans, we've been dedicated because we've seen we can be good. And we see that we have more talent than we've probably ever had. So we're seeing what we got, which is going to lead to bigger disappointment and another mass loss of fandom like we used to have if Detroit don't pull something out. We are okay with conference championships. We ain't touched the motherfuckers in so long. We're okay with a couple of those. But we would love to smell, when we got a team like we got, we can smell a Super Bowl. And that's basically what we're saying. We can smell a Super Bowl. When you so close to tasting that bug, as a fan, and then next year you don't even make the playoffs damn near, you like, oh, here go Detroit again. They back to the old Lions. Do we smell a 0-16? I'm saying, bro. So, like I said, speaking from a fan standpoint, I think we really need to have a good year, more so on the greater side of years, because we're at a proving point with the fans from going back to the old normal lines that we've always been, right? Then if we're talking about the business side of the Lions, we're trying to keep the little bit of talent we got. So we can't be having bad years to where niggas like, nah, I'm about to go play for the Rams who got Aaron Donald and Myles Garrett, because we know Aaron Donald coming back. This nigga practicing in fucking pants and a helmet and some shoulder pads. So just like how the front office got to prove it, that because they got to show us what we can get, and we need them to work better when it comes to draft picks and fucking off-season signings, because like I said, every time I feel like there's a Michigan team, a Detroit team fucking doing anything in the offseason, it's bad or it's nothing. It's literally a bad offseason or they don't do nothing at all during the offseason. We rarely ever have a good one. The 1 year we drafted good and had somewhat of a decent offseason, luckily Jared Goff is what they thought he was going to be. So we lucked up with that. But we still lost Matthew Stafford. If we had Matthew Stafford on this team, he wins the chip. And I hate to say it because y'all know I hated on Matthew Stafford. But when you are Lion fans for so long and you just keep losing, you going to hate every quarterback. So, I think, like I said, we really on some prove it, just like these players on prove it deals. The Lions Nation is on a prove it deal, bro. Because, like, we gotta find something that's going to stick. And right now, I think this all sticks. But that man in the middle got to do better when it comes to play calling, bro. Yes, sometimes it's hard to get a lot of weapons open or get a lot of weapons to rock, but that's not the issue. We're not even getting our weapons open or we're not putting our weapons in positions to make plays. That's our issue. We went from averaging damn near 30 with Ben to damn near 20 with you, bro. Come on. Come on. I can't handle another bad year, bro. Most definitely the way I talk, I can't handle another bad year, bro. That shit gonna tear me up, boy. No Diddy. But, talking about no Diddy, let's go ahead and move over to my GOAT, man. Y'all know I gotta talk about my GOAT real quick. I ain't gonna be long, because y'all know I can talk about my GOAT all day. Feel what I'm saying? My dog. How do you love my dog? Love mama taught me how to chase her back. My dog Russell Westbrook didn't hit the retirement on me, dog. Damn, I'm sick. I think this was his retirement thing right here. No, that's the Met Gala. Where's it at? Is this it right here?
But some stories don't need someone to tell them. They just...
Now, hold on. He got Michael B. Jordan narrating this shit. Directed by Jackie Caldwell. Executive director, creator. Director Sean Kelly. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Y'all don't know. Russ went in his bag with this one. Hold
Every
on.
museum...
Y'all see right here it say Scoop and Skull. Jersey better be in the Raptors. What I say? Jersey better be in the Raptors. It's my GOAT.
has a curator. And every exhibit, they have a story. But some stories don't need someone to tell them. They just speak for themselves. So tonight, I'm not going to tell you what any of this means. I'm just going to show you. And I'm going to ask them a few questions along the way, not because I expect an answer, but because some things deserve to be asked, even in silence. This one's from the inner city of South Central. Before any of it, before the triple doubles, before the MVP, before anybody outside of Los Angeles knew his name. Because why not? This was the next chapter. The Sonics made him the number 4 pick in 2008. No one in OKC could have told you what he'd become. And this is the one people point to, like it explains everything. It doesn't. Well, not really. Russ, what kept you going all those years? What made you get back up night after night when the whole league had a highlight reel of you falling down? Yeah, I figured that. You know, people forget.
Nobody knew who I was. Nobody knew who I was.
Before he was a walking headline, he was just a kid from inner city LA who could jump higher than anybody had a right to.
Russell Westbrook from UCLA.
Somewhere between the dunks and the draft classes, he became
One of the first college players I was actually able to watch when I started understanding this shit, Check. Come on!
something else. Not just a player, a personality. A meme before we even called it that. A husband, a father, a guy in a kilt at the Met, daring anybody to say something. What did winning mean to you?
A guy in a kilt daring anybody to say something. What did mean to him?
I mean, really. No, not just the trophies. The actual feeling of it. Some things you don't say. You just play them over and over until everyone else understands too. Because why not? This swing isn't finished yet. That's not a mistake. We left it this way on purpose. Because whatever's next, the mentorship, the foundation, the kids who are gonna grow up wanting to move just like he did, that part hasn't been built yet either. Were you ever afraid of what happens after the game stops needing you? This swing isn't finished. Neither is he. And that's the point. Last question. Now that you decided to step away from everything on your own terms, what are you the most proud of? That might be the best interview I've ever done. He didn't say a word. And somehow, I understood everything.
Y'all know who the fucking GOAT is, chat? A man in a kilt. And ain't nobody say nothing to him. That shit stank, don't it? Now, I'm about to get on my horse for my GOAT, man. You understand me? Let me get on my horse. And this is the one I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go on my little horse real quick about my nigga Russell Westbrook, bro. Top 5 point guards in the league. Argue with your mama. Top 5 PGs of our time. Argue with your fucking mama. And this is why I'm telling y'all this. Bro is an MVP. Bro has been the scapegoat for multiple teams. Niggas want to dog Russell Westbrook for missing jump shots or not being able to shoot year 12, 13 in his career. Y'all act like y'all don't know that this man had a wrist surgery. And hand. So this is what kills me. For all the dumb motherfuckers that say Russell Westbrook is not a top 5 point guard. One, what makes a top 5 point guard? Tell me what makes a top 5 point guard. It's not rebounds. Oh, okay. So since he did 10, since he averaged 10, 4 seasons straight. All right. All right, we ain't gonna go rebounds. Oh, do assists. Oh. Led the league. What? 3 seasons straight? 4 seasons straight? Didn't matter. Average 10 assists 4 seasons straight. Three times. Led the league in assists 3 times. Oh, okay. One of them he wasn't averaging his triple doubles though. But oh, okay. Oh, first point guard to ever do this. Oh, okay. Most triple doubles in history. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. He just dropped a triple double. Oh well, it didn't do anything. They didn't win the game. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm gonna just take this OKC team with no one on there except Steven Adams to the fucking playoffs. Oh, okay. But they were an 8th seed. He made the playoffs. Give me another point guard that would have made the playoffs with that team. Oh, okay. Well, he got put out by Dame. They technically had a better team than him. Go check it out. Oh, okay. He lost one matchup against Dame, and y'all still on him, and he still dropped 30 in game 3. Oh, okay. Like, what more did y'all want Russell Westbrook to do was my question. Bro is a GOAT. Y'all just want to hate on him. He's going to be one of those players that y'all talk about later down the line who y'all give dummy praise to. And I truthfully think so. Because y'all keep saying y'all wouldn't be able to win with Russell Westbrook. But Jalen Brunson just won, and he's a ball dominant point guard. Steph Curry's not a ball dominant point guard. But what does that go down to then, chat? It goes down to who has the better team. Last time I checked, the Golden State Warriors was 73-9. Was Steph a huge addition to that? Yes. If y'all think I'm taking away from Steph, are y'all idiots? Yes. Now, this is what I'm saying too. We know Steph is probably the greatest point guard of all time. I don't really know how you can argue that at this point in time based on how you want to judge your point guards. Now, if you one of those, I like the original point guards, that's a whole different list. If you like the past first point guards, that's a whole different list. If we going to split the point guards up like that, past first scoring. But we not. We intertwining them. So out of the top 5 point guards, is Russell Westbrook a top 5? Yes. He's better than John Stockton. He's better than Jason Kidd. He's better than Steve Nash. He's better than who? Damian Lillard. Career-wise, easy. He's better than who else? Mike Bibby and them niggas. Who's touching him? If you go top 5, majority people, Magic Johnson, Steph Curry, Isaiah Thomas, Detroit. Those jerseys right there. Who else? You could say Chris Paul. Some people would say Oscar Robertson. I've heard a lot of people say him, but I don't know too much about Oscar like that. Like, I know Oscar was a triple-double walking king too. So we gonna take Chris Paul out. Sorry, Chris. Put Russell Westbrook in there. Because if you want to say, well, Chris Paul made it to the finals, so did Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook has an MVP. Russell Westbrook's single-handedly made triple-doubles not important anymore. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying that as in, for the majority of people, they don't care about triple-doubles no more. Because he was averaging them. So instead of giving him his props like he should have got, they want to go hating, talk about, yeah, but he's not winning games. He's not. Look at every other point guard's team compared to Russell Westbrook when he was by himself. On any team, it didn't matter. Then how many people in the league, that's my uncle. So shout out my Uncle Brian. But how many people in the league say that they wouldn't want to play with LeBron because what he possesses when it comes to picking up the ball, like controlling the ball? And I don't think LeBron just controls the ball. I think LeBron controls the game. So it's a difference. And to do that, you have to control the ball. And defense, he controlling the game on defense. That's why a lot of people say LeBron don't got defense. It's stupid. So, he made, okay, but he gets an MVP when he really should have 2. I think Jokic has 2, don't he? Don't Jokic have 2? Jokic has 3. Now, MVP, the 2020-2021 season, 2020-2022 season, I can see that easily. The third one, no chance. Like, it's insane, bro. The way that they treat Russell Westbrook is so crazy. Again, Jokic's team was Jokic ain't had a bad team. Let's be honest. What bad team has Jokic had? So it kills me, bro. It kills me what they do to Russell Westbrook, bro. Scapegoat. Okay. I talk about LeBron. Let's talk about probably two of the 2 best basketball players that touch the floor whenever they touch the floor. LeBron and KD. I don't think there's too many people better than KD. I don't think there's anyone better than KD except Bron. I'm talking about full basketball skill set. At the heights and everything. KD is unstoppable in every which way, shape, or form. So is Bron. So is a couple others. But I normally say when those 2 are on the floor, there's not people better than them. Peak for peak. I'll just say peak for peak so people won't argue me. KD. Peak KD. went and joined a 73-9 team, would I go join them motherfuckers too? Yes. Because what else do I need is KD? I got finals MVP, got MVP. I don't need none else. I'm not about to let y'all blemish my record, blemish what I did. I mean, blemish my basketball career because I don't have a ring. I'm not about to let y'all forget about me because I don't, take me out of certain arguments because I don't have a ring. So I understand why KD did that legacy-wise. Did it taint it a little bit? Yes. But will that matter going down the line? Not a chance. People memories is as good as a squirrel's. And them motherfuckers only live for like a year or so. So, like I said, KD left him. Straight up, he left him. What else is West supposed to do with that? They made it to the finals with that team and lost to the Heat, fam. Then almost beat that team the next year, and KD leaves. You said you can't win with that point guard? Just make that make sense. And the year that they lost against Golden State, go watch that last game and go watch the last 3 minutes and see who has the ball in their hand and who turns the ball over. Again, bro, I love KD. This really seemed like I'm hating on KD and I'm not. I really love KD. But, bro, the facts are the facts. We can't keep using my GOAT as a scapegoat. And that's how I feel. Russell Westbrook, bro, man, great career. Deserve it all. Like, he's a GOAT. The fact that even now, there's not 32. Is it 32 teams in the NBA? I think it is. $30 teams. My bad. It might be 32 teams in the NFL. Whatever. Are you telling me out of 30 teams, there's 30 point guards better than Russell Westbrook? Don't matter what system. You telling me it's 30 point guards better than Russell Westbrook? Now, word on the GM street is Russell Westbrook's not a good locker room dude. Russell Westbrook, not a good teammate. There has not been one teammate that has ever said that. There's not been one coach that has ever came publicly and said that they had a problem with Russ. My thing is, the competitive nature that made people great, it no longer exists. And that's my issue. The competitive nature that made people great. I'm talking about to where they were so competitive, they don't give a fuck what happened. They might even spaz out sometime. But people, they didn't look at you as tweaking out like they do nowadays. They looked at it as, okay, he trying to win. I'm getting on ship. We say it all the time. Sports have become soft. Yes. But coaching has also become soft, which is why sports has become soft. Sports cannot become soft unless the coaches become soft. And I never am a big advocate for coaches, but the facts are the facts. When I was told to my face, bro, that I need to calm down one time because I was lit on the sideline, I think that literally that took everything out of me. All energy for the game, gone. Then, some people, like I said, they look at it as tweaking out instead of being competitive. That's why now it's better to be liked than right. Because with a certain competitive nature, you're not going to be liked. I guarantee if Kobe Bryant was up and coming right now, the attitude that him and Jordan possessed would not be as liked as all the people that talk about, yeah, LeBron don't got that killer mentality. LeBron don't got the killer, because it wouldn't be liked. LeBron wouldn't get along with 90% of these people. And basketball is a team sport. You want to get along with your team. It's better that you get along with your team because they want to ride with you instead of you fucking dog walking them and having to do everything yourself. Now, if you can handle that, do it. But there's easier ways to go and win. And LeBron just found those. He found he didn't have to carry the workload, and he still did carry the workload on the championship teams he was on. But like I said, Russ has the old school mentality still. And the old school mentality is not liked in the new age. It's never been. Because you would have to tell people the truth about themselves. You would have to low key be, as people call it now, vicious to people, because not even vicious but mean. I'm gonna be lighter on it, because you had to tell them what happened, what they did wrong, how they did it wrong, when they did it wrong, why they did it wrong. And the thing is, that used to be a sign of I care. You really used to be able to take the coaches out of this shit. Now you can't. The coaches are involved in everything. I don't care how they try to make it shape or seem, they involved in every damn thing. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to the last topic of the night. Chat, we've been moving tonight, and I love it. Y'all know what it is. I took a little long on that first topic. That's cuz, bro, it was a lot within that. I ain't going to lie to y'all. As much research as I did for that one, it was a lot in there. And I still ain't even tell y'all everything because I got to save some. Feel me? But last little thing I want to talk about real quick is the Lakers hiring a new GM. It seems like the Lakers is getting bought every 2 years, every 3 years. New owners. I keep saying GM, owners, GM, Joey. Yes, sir. So, these are the Lakers' new owner, Bob Iger and Josh Kushner. I know Josh Kushner has some type of brother. That's kind of how he got up in this. I don't really know too much about Bill Iger, but to pay $12 billion, dog, $12 billion, fam. That's, bro. I can ask bro for $200,000. That's $20 to him. On everything I love, $20 to bro. It ain't no way you can make that up. Like, he the type of motherfucker get robbed, don't care. He get robbed, don't care. It's crazy. But no, Bob Iger, I mean, when did the Lakers, because Mark Walton, I believe, owned the Lakers beforehand. When did he buy the Lakers? Because they were just sold Bob Iger and Josh Kushner for $12 billion. That's crazy. Yeah, Mark Walton literally just bought the Lakers last year. And then Bob Iger and Josh Kushner both put in to buy the Lakers this year, which is crazy because Mark Walter damn near cooked the team before he sold them. He got rid of Bron. He put the all-white lineup in the game of brothers. Come on now. When you speak of basketball, you gonna see more. You gonna see more brothers than you see. You know what I'm saying? So come on, bro. Then he gonna sell them. And what's crazy is the motherfuckers that bought them is trolling even more. Because why would y'all buy them? Now, for Mark Walter, he probably really didn't troll him. He probably, to be honest, it was an extra $2 billion on the table. You get what I'm saying? And we're speaking billions now, so they're not just stacking that high. You feel me? 12 billion is a lot of damn money, chat. A lot of damn money. And it's not like they don't got it, and it's not like Bob Iger don't got a little bit of sports knowledge, but I don't know if he has owner knowledge. Now that's a little different. Being able to run a TV or a little ESPN or whatever it is, because y'all know Bob Iger, where'd he come from? He come from ABC, you know what I'm saying? And he was a Disney executive, so he did the little Disney ESPN, you know what I'm saying? He had that all locked in, but he knows film, bro, because if he was with Disney, he started his career in 1974. Y'all can see bro look old as shit. Let's be honest. If he became a Disney executive at 1996, think about that. Became the CEO in 2005. That nigga is breaded. Just within 1974 to 2005, he's already breaded stupid. He's already breaded stupid. ABC to Disney, stop. Senior Disney executive, stop. CEO of Disney, stop. CEO of Disney, stop. That's how much Disney's worth. $178 billion. Stop. The nigga's paid. He's paid. He's paid. Right? And Josh Kushner, he he started like a little technology company. He's real good with the technology shit. And like I said, he got a brother. I forget what his brother do. But like I said, y'all, this could either be, I don't know what's going on with the Lakers. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think we see another dynasty in the Lakers for a while because the Buzz family had ties on something. Mark Walter damn near cooked all the connections. Now, I'm not saying they're a terrible team, but I do think they got worse by a good amount. And that's just me. That's just me being honest. I think they got worse by a good amount. They basically gave Luka the same Dallas team, and I'm going to leave it at that. No, they ain't that bad, but Dallas wasn't even that bad, bro. They actually was decent. They basically gave him the same Dallas team. So we going to see what goes on based on that. But, yeah, him being a owner of Disney, he probably damn near put that, or CEO of Disney, he probably put that $12 billion down his damn self. And Josh, he probably put 10 down. Josh probably put the other 2. Who knows? But yeah, bro, that's basically it. These are the 2 new owners of the Lakers, which is crazy. I ain't really got too much to say. That's just a lot of damn money, and that's the Lakers being sold very fast in a very short amount of time. So I really do wonder what exactly is going on here. But if I'm Mark Walter and somebody come and try to give me an extra 2 Bs for a team that's already stressing out, I'm throwing that shit to them like the Wolves. You feel me? So that's that. Y'all know what it is, man. But hey, I gave y'all an hour and a half, man. I'm pushing up on more time. I'm doing better research on the content, chat. No, though. But I do appreciate everybody for tuning in that tuned in, man. I also appreciate all the subscribers, and I also appreciate the new subscribers. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead to the bottom of the page and hit that subscribe button for me. You feel what I'm saying? So you can really help the page out. I'm trying to get some monetization, and I'm doing this shit dolly right now. So help out a Joey right now. You feel me? But no, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Lil Joey out of here with the Scoop and Scope. Peace and much.